Right now, a massive wave of AI hype is crashing over the tech industry, leaving everyone overwhelmed and seriously misinformed. At every channel, conference, marketers repeat the same pitch. AI can write your emails, do your research, and manage your entire workload. But look closer, and there is no meat on the bones. These sessions rarely provide the substantial, actionable information a service provider needs to actually run their business. This creates a difficult dilemma. Your customers are hearing the same hype from magazines like Forbes and Fortune, and they expect you to have the answers ready. We can process these demands using a tool called the AI Solution Matrix. The vertical axis tracks the level of market hype, moving from a quiet rumble at the bottom to a roar at the top. Across the bottom, we measure the maker's transparency and the practical utility of the tool itself. Most vendors live in this top left quadrant, the 90-mile-per-hour sales pitch zone, where hype is high and transparency is non-existent. As a trusted advisor, you are looking for the sweet spot in the top right, where high-level hype meets high-level transparency. Service providers who act as an uncompromising filter protect their clients from vaporware and secure their status as a necessary consultant. To find those high-utility tools, we use the Transparency Vetting Protocol. Step 1 is the most subjective. You must assess the core integrity of the makers themselves. This is a time-intensive process. It requires reading through dry policy documents and essays from the founders to see if they are giving it to you straight. It's a volatile environment. Today's Muse is full of articles questioning the trustworthiness of leaders like Sam Altman at OpenAI. On the other hand, some leaders distinguish themselves by being remarkably honest about the potential risks and consequences of AI. Anthropic and its CEO Dario Amodei have become the market benchmark for this level of transparency. This research allows you to identify exactly which frontier models prioritize safety and sanity over a rushed, hype-driven rollout. While this unbillable research time is an investment, it creates a defensive barrier that shields your clients from long-term operational risks. Moving down the checklist brings us to the more technical requirements. You have to analyze exactly how the vendor handles proprietary information. You should reject any tool that trains on customer data or lacks clear copyright indemnification. No exceptions. Anthropic provides a benchmark here too, having settled copyright cases and refusing to let the Pentagon use their tech for surveillance. This strict filter will limit the products you can recommend, which might frustrate clients who want the shiny new thing they saw on the news. That tension leads directly to the final and most difficult vetting step. This is where you verify practical utility and exercise the power of saying no. If an AI tool isn't ready for a specific use case, you have to tell the client the truth, even if they are ready to buy. By saying no, you walk away from a short-term deployment fee. However, refusing a bad fit today proves your advice is based on utility, not sales quotas. That integrity ensures your client will follow your lead when the right high-utility solution finally reaches maturity. This decision flowchart can help you navigate every new AI request that comes across your desk. When a vendor fails on transparency or safety, the flowchart is clear. You recommend a delay. You lose the sale today, but you gain a client who trusts you to tell them the truth. If the vendor meets your standards, you move to a pilot program and begin generating safe, recurring revenue. This framework isn't for everyone. If you're just chasing volume-based sales, you can ignore it. A volume-based approach to reselling AI tools works like a short fuse. It burns bright initially, but ends abruptly. But for advisors who build their business on high-level strategic design, this vetting is mandatory. Consultative advisors build their revenue on a foundation of strategic trust, standing solid like an oak tree against the winds of market hype. At the end of the day, if a maker isn't transparent with you about their risks, you cannot be transparent with your customers. In an era of rampant misinformation, the provider who functions as a filter of truth becomes the only source their clients know they can rely on for long-term guidance.